Right, now it's ready to introduce my next special guest on my programme, and it's lovely to virtually meet and greet upcoming artist Kristi Lowe on my syndicated programme here in the UK and Europe. Firstly, how are you today, Kristi?
I'm great, thank you. It's so lovely to chat to you today.
Yeah, great to have you on board. And where are you in the world at the moment?
I'm currently in Cape Town. I am based here, but just got back from a month-long stint in London, so I was in your neck of the woods for a while.
Oh, wow, wonderful. And what's it like being home after, touring? What's that feeling like?
Yeah, it's been great. Nice to kind of settle back into kind of routine. Traveling's so much fun, but it really does take it out of you. So very nice to be home and settled for a little bit, and getting ready for all the exciting album release that's coming up over the next couple months.
That's great to hear, and we'll touch on that very shortly in this interview. I just wanted to take it back to the start, really, the beginning. Where did your journey into music, commence? Like your
Um,
musical background and so on.
yeah, so I've always had a passion for music and for singing. From a very young age in junior school, I always did voice lessons in school and keyboard, piano. But it was only around the age of 15 that I really discovered that I had a love for performing as well. And it actually started my beginnings in music is not the happiest story. My sister was diagnosed with a very rare illness. And in order to raise funds and awareness for her condition, I collaborated with a very well known local South African band called Goodluck. And we produced a single that I sang, my sister wrote the lyrics to, and they produced, which became, yeah, kind of my introduction into the music world. It went to number one on local SA iTunes. And I was kind of thrown into the deep end at 15. I was performing in Newland Stadium, which is about 40,000 people, and all over at massive events and talking with my sister about her condition. So, yeah, I hadn't really considered it as a career path and before then. But having been kind of thrown into it and found out that I actually really loved it and enjoyed it, especially having such an important reason behind it, it really kind of grabbed me. And I realized that this was something that not only was I good at, but something I was really passionate about and definitely wanted to pursue. So my first single was not my own. I obviously sang it, but I didn't write it. And then performed kind of all over for a while after that, and sadly lost my sister about, I think it's actually 10 years ago today, which is just crazy. Time goes so quickly. And stopped performing for a while after losing her, a couple years. And then during lockdown, actually, was the first time that I kind of rediscovered my passion for writing and wrote and released my first original single, which was called Take Me Away. Yeah, and since then, it's just been a really incredible experience of learning and growing, experimenting, kind of finding my sound. And yeah, although my beginnings in music weren't all that happy, it really was, it's become kind of a cathartic and really kind of healing space for me to, yeah, find there's a lot of passion in it for me, but also a lot of healing and connection, as I think there is for so many people in music.
Yes, thanks
And
for sharing your musical journey, your background there. And yeah, music is so therapeutic. It does wonders for, the human soul and mind.
yeah, it really does.
Mind, body, and soul. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, all three. Do you play any musical instruments at all?
So I've really focused the last couple years on honing my craft as a singer. So lots of vocal coaching and that kind of stuff. I do play a little bit of piano and often play when I'm writing, but I wouldn't say well enough to necessarily accompany my.
Yeah, so just chatted about if you played any musical instruments, and was one of the reasons I invited you on my show was to chat about your new single Medicated. Can you just tell me a little bit more about this exciting new release? It kind of has a contemporary retro sound to it.
Yeah. So the whole album, it's called A Glimpse Inside My Mind, and it really does feel like that for me. It's kind of a sneak peek into the last chapter of my life, and kind of how it's shaped me as a person. And I think Medicated is along those lines. Music for me, as I said, is such a personal and vulnerable thing, but it's also, a way to connect with other people. So I love to write about stuff that I hope other people can resonate with and, find a little bit of their story and themselves in. And for me, Medicated is about the time after losing my sister, where I was put on a whole lot of different medication to kind of help me with my grief and mental health, and I wasn't in the best space. But I really did find that in that time when I was on all that medication, rather than feeling better, I just felt really detached from myself. And yeah, I found that instead of kind of numbing the pain, it numbed the joy as well. And I kind of felt detached from reality and from being able to experience life to its fullest. And for me, the song is about that realization that, you have to be able to face the pain head on in order to experience the fullness of life. Yeah, so we really played, me and my producer, with trying to capture that kind of juxtaposition. The music itself is very floaty and kind of light and catchy melody, but the subject matter has that kind of real importance and depth to it. And I wanted to play with that kind of contrast and that feeling that you get from kind of being detached from yourself.
And have you managed to do like a lyric video or like a music promo video to accompany this single?
So I must say, as an independent artist, it is really hard to scrape together the budget to put into
Mm.
a big production music video, especially with a full project like this, a full 8-track album. To produce a music video for each song is a little bit unrealistic for me. Sadly, I would have loved to. But I do have a couple visualizers that we put together, more short form graphics that we put on socials and that kind of thing. And also been working with incredible artists based in the UK, actually an Australian woman called Annika Michaelis, a very good friend of mine. And she's really helped bring to life the kind of visual world of the album. She created the album artwork and the single artwork for Medicated, which I think she did an incredible job. It's so beautiful.
Because
Um,
yeah, the visualizers are very effective as much as the move-in videos where they're shot on
mm,
location.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'd really love to push more towards doing some live film, because all the whole production is with live musicians in studio, which is also, that's been an incredible experience working. It's my first time recording with live musicians. I've usually worked just myself and a producer. And I really feel like it's brought the music to life, and it's brought such a different kind of aspect and feel and depth to the music itself. And I'd love to do kind of almost a live visualizer where I have the full band on set and we can perform the music live to camera. So kind of smaller value production, but still to get the music out there, and give people something to look at, something to watch.
That's good. And would you say you're quite a creative and visual artist?
I'd love to say that I'm a super talented visual artist. I definitely I've played my hand in graphic design, and I do love a lot of my own posters and stuff I create myself. But I wouldn't say that's where my strengths are, but I definitely have quite strong kind of visual concepts whenever I'm writing something. I create kind of visual worlds, and then I lean on my team to help me bring them to life. I wish I could paint and draw the way some of the incredibly talented artists around me can. But yeah, I think everyone has their strengths,
Yeah,
potentially
that's
not one of
that's
mine.
that's understandable. What's the reaction to your new single been like, just from the general public?
It's been amazing, I must say. I've been particularly surprised by how much support we've gotten from UK and international radio. Had an incredible response from the UK side, smaller FM radio and online radio, which has been amazing. And then also in obviously back home in South Africa, uh, I think there's a lot of investment in my story because of the story of my sister and what we went through as a family. So a lot of the local radio stations and TV have like followed our story for a while. So I'm so grateful to them for their support. Every time I bring out a new song, they're always like, "Oh, like come chat to us, tell us about it." And I think the most exciting thing is that this is quite a genre change for me. I used to be quite pop focused, and for the first time, I feel I was kind of experimenting with my sound before, and this is the first time I feel like I've really landed in a sound that feels like kind of my musical home and that really represents me as an artist. And what's been most exciting is seeing the response to that and how well people have received it. How many people have said that, this feels like me, like I found something that really resonates with people. And that for me as an artist is super exciting.
And looking back, when you first started out to present day, do you feel like you have really developed and grown, as a individual singer, performer, songwriter?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah. I think it's time on stage, time behind the mic, time in studio, time honing your craft is the best way to kind of find yourself and your sound and to get better at anything you're doing. But I particularly think that music itself is such a accurate representation of who you are as a person. And I think with age and maturity, and the more you discover yourself, the more you can put that into your music. And I definitely feel like over the last couple of years, as I've grown, so too has my music and the music I write.
Mm. And who have been some of your musical influences over the years? I mean, I Dua Lipa, she's really popular at the moment.
Yeah, definitely a big influence of mine. I kind of tread the line between pop and jazz, lots of soul influence as well. I'd say my roots are in jazz. All the most incredible idols, Etta James, Nora Jones, I'm a big fan of. But more recently, an artist that I'm absolutely just taken with at the moment is Olivia Dean. I think she's incredible and so loving her music at the moment. Also, Ray, I love the way she kind of heroes her vocals in her music. She also like kind of pushes the boundaries of genres, and she started off with escapism, which was very kind of pop sounding, and then when she got bigger, was able to play with her different genre changes and stuff. I think we see that now with her new album and with Suzanne that she did with Mark Ronson. Very jazzy, very soul influences, and it's so nice to see how those sounds are becoming more accepted commercially, how they're being pushed and played across airwaves and doing really well. It's really exciting for someone like myself who really wants to kind of get into the fold of that sound.
Yeah, good
So I'd
choices
say those
there.
are my biggest inspirations at the moment would be them.
Yeah, because Ray, she's done really well for herself. She thought, yeah, I can go my own way and set up my own record label, and it just goes
Yeah,
to show anything's possible.
exactly.
Mm. And just wanted to touch on some of your other couple of releases you've released in the past. A track called "I Need More Time." What's the story behind that one?
Yeah, so I Need More Time is the one that we wrote for my sister. So she knew that her life was going to be shorter than most, hence the title. And it was kind of a call to action for people to not take their lives for granted and to realize what they had in their health and their bodies, but also to become organ donors. And in South Africa, it's a big issue. Less than 0.2% of the population are organ donors. And it means that the thousands of people that are on wait lists waiting for life-saving organs aren't able to get the treatment that they need. So the message behind that song was one of kind of a call to action and a plea for help. I don't really think of that song as my own, I must say, because it's not my words. I might have sang it, but it's my sister's voice in a way. And yeah, it was more me putting what I could behind her story. So I really do consider the first of my music to be Take Me Away, which was me kind of discovering who I was in my grief, having lost my sister. And that was a really hard song to write. It obviously comes from a place of immense pain, but also really cathartic, realizing that I would survive it and that it's okay to feel that pain.
That's a lovely, heartwarming message behind the song there
Thank
for
you.
"I Need More Time." Yes, and then
Yeah.
Another track I just managed to come across was Not Here to Please You.
Yes.
How long
Yeah,
has
that was
that?
a really fun track to write. So that was definitely kind of in the beginning stages of me finding my sound, finding my voice. And when I finished school, I actually went to UCT and did a degree in gender studies and anthropology and philosophy. And one of the kind of messages of the song was kind of as my experience as a woman in this world and how so often we are expected to please people and to put our needs aside for others and seen as items of desire rather than people with our own thoughts, feelings, and passions, you know. And I think it was me kind of discovering what I stood for in this world and who I wanted to be, and the fact that I didn't have to be liked by everyone in order to be worthy of taking up space in this world, I guess.
And what's the feeling like to receive, positive feedback and testimonials, from your community and national and worldwide radio stations?
Yeah, amazing, amazing. I must say, like I would say public acclaim is not the reason that I ever got into this career. It's a passion for the music itself, but I am also starkly aware, as so many musicians are, that I can only do this as a career because of the people who listen to my music and the people who
Mm.
enjoy it as much as I do. So yeah, I think it's important for me that I connect with my audience, and it's been so amazing to see that the people that I was hoping to connect with are receiving the music in the way that I was hoping, especially with this new upcoming album. It's been amazing to see. I mean, to play a full album live in London that's not even released yet, people haven't heard the music, and to get such an incredibly positive response, it really means the world to me as an artist to see that.
That's great to hear. And also, what's an average day in your life as a working musician like? Are no 2 days the same?
Yeah, I'd say one thing that I definitely struggle with is finding kind of a sense of routine because every day, like you said, is different. And a studio day looks very different to a performance day, looks very different to an admin day, and it depends, you know, what I've got lined up for that week and what's kind of important in my priorities. Um, Performing, I'd say I'm very kind of specific about my the way that I lead up to performances. I'm very careful with my health. I don't drink leading up to a performance. I take kind of the whole day to warm up, prepare, get ready. Obviously, choose an outfit, get dressed, get ready. Obviously, sometimes several days if it's one of my own shows. But I also do, as we said, so hard to make it in this career financially as an independent artist. So I kind of have two avenues for my music. I have my own original music, which I do interviews for, and I perform, I host my own shows, I travel for, but I also do the more financial and income driven side, which is weddings, corporates, live performance in order to kind of make an income, which is more covers oriented. I do some of my own music as well, but
Mm.
you know, all of the kind of jazz standards, the love songs that people love to hear at weddings. I just, yeah, I feel very lucky to be able to do what I love and what I'm passionate about for a living. But I think, as so many people do, especially in South Africa, where music is not a very well paid career choice, I have had to make sure that I can survive by doing kind of both avenues.
Mm.
Um, a recording day, very different. Usually try get into studio. I mean, we spent about 9 months on this album, and my producer was out in Somerset West. His name's Blake Hellaby, an incredibly talented man. And I would go out to his studios, Hellaby House, and usually about sure between 7 to 9 hour days in studio. So there's not much time for anything else. Really kind of head down in create mode. And that kind of became my whole life for those couple months, which was a really incredible experience. I haven't worked on a full body of work before. I've usually only done singles, and I've really loved the experience of getting lost in a full project and kind of developing a body of work that I am really, really proud of. So that was an amazing experience. But yeah, day to day, different every day. It's hard to say.
Thank you very much for answering that question. It's not a usual question I ask, but I thought it'd be nice just to add that into the interview sections. Just wrapping up now, but I did wanted to ask you because you did mention a new album coming out. Is that coming up later on in 2025?
Yes, so Medicated is the second of three singles that are lead singles off the album. So the third and final kind of pre-release single comes out this Friday, the 25th of July. It's called Time With You. And that's a super happy kind of retro sound love song about my partner. And then the full album, we've actually scheduled the release for the 27th of August, which is my birthday.
Oh, wonderful.
Um, yeah, which is super exciting. It feels like such a incredibly special project to me. So it feels really fitting to kind of release it on an exciting day like that.
Ah,
Yeah, and I just can't wait to kind of share it with the world and get it out there. I'm really excited to kind of be able to push this music out and see how the world responds to it.
one of the best birthday presents to yourself then.
Yeah,
That's good.
exactly.
And where's best for people to follow you on social media, or if you have an emailing list or a website, or
Yes. So I'd say probably I post the most on Instagram and TikTok. So any upcoming releases, upcoming shows, updates, etc. would probably be my socials would be best. So it's Kristi Lowe, Kristi_Lowe. And I also do have YouTube. I'm working on getting a little better at posting on that more regularly. But yeah, with all these visualizers and stuff coming up for the album, would be great to follow on YouTube as well. And my website is kristilowe.net. All updates and upcoming shows I also post on there. So yeah, pretty much any of those, but I'd say Instagram and TikTok are the most regularly updated.
that's amazing. And thank you so much for joining me on today's show and sharing, your musical journey. I know you've had, as you said in the interview, um, tough times, going through to get to where you are now. But you've got some exciting projects all coming up, and wish you all the best, or wish you all the best with this new single and album as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. It was so great to chat to you. Thanks for
Great chatting
having
with
me.
you today. Kristi Lowe on today's show.